Dear students, welcome to our virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sreekumar. The class is for 5th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let us begin the class.
Dear students, we are entering into a new chapter, three-dimensional objects and nets. A slightly deviated topic, not having much game with numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. All these are kept aside in this chapter. This chapter is mainly about your concept of three-dimensional figure, means visualization of certain things. I'm sure that three-dimensional figure is not a new term for you. If you might have heard about 3D pictures, you got an idea, something which looks like reality, looks real in such a way that suppose that if you want to draw our own nose on a paper, अपना ही नाक की बात कर रहा हूं, you cannot draw it projecting from the paper से project करके अपना कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन से बाहर निकल के नहीं, impossible है. That means we have a limitation on paper screen that we cannot show the depth of it. For that we shade it and show. Or if you observe in a particular angle, for example, if I try to draw a what I can draw, a pen top with a clip. This is the top of a pen with a clip over there. Clip जैसे हमेशा होता है, try कर रहा हूँ मैं. And this is a pen top. आपका पेन का टॉप है, अच्छा नहीं है ड्राइंग मुझे मालूम है, but you bear with me. This is a pen top and this is the remaining part of the pen, and you are having the tip of the pen here with which you will be writing. मैंने एक पेन का ड्राइंग किया समझ लो, and you could understand that it is a pen because first of all I told that this is a pen जो अपने पॉकेट के ऊपर इसे क्लिप करके रख सकते हैं. Suppose that यही पेन को मैं आपको ऐसे दिखाया सामने, तो पेन ऐसा नहीं रहेगा, पेन एकदम स्ट्रेट आपके आंखों के सामने दिखाए तो सिर्फ एक राउंड ही रहेगा, वो क्लिप ऐसा रहेगा. पेन ड्रॉ करना मुश्किल हो गया क्योंकि आपको सीधा आपके चेहरे पे दिखाया ना. Understood? So that third dimension is a difficult thing on a paper. Then we shade it, and we are having nowadays technology to take three cameras and take the photograph combined together and look like three-dimensional. Look like, but even then it is not three-dimensional. But we can make a feeling of three-dimensional. Even I will show you on the screen now. Now look at the picture given, not about the pen which I have drawn, but the logo of our municipal corporation of Greater Mumbai, Bruham Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. On a black sheet of paper I have pasted the logo over there, is it not? And it is a two-dimensional figure. And the other thing what I was talking was about a three-dimensional figure. A two-dimensional figure will be having its own length, its own breadth. ये two dimensions से काम हो जाएगा, depth नहीं बताएंगे. Object which have only length and breadth and no thickness or having negligible thickness can be called as two-dimensional objects. उसमें अपना एक पेपर का ड्राइंग, पेपर का आपका बुक का एक पेज, so you will simply draw. This is the page of a book. This is the name of the chapter and these are the explanations of the chapter. So I could draw a sheet of paper. So sheet of paper or picture on a paper, shadow जो हमारा shadow होता है जब sunlight या कोई light के सामने, these are all two-dimensional figures, which is very common. But if you have to make a three-dimensional figure, मतलब एक cube है, अभी ये this is a square, तो अगर if I make a drawing like this, for example, अभी देखो Now you know that something like depth coming into a box-like structure. Actually, the picture what is shown here, a black paper and on that BMC logo, it is actually not like that. It is actually a three-dimensional figure, but actually I showed only one side of it. When it comes to three-dimensional, as I told, length, width and height all will come into action. Books, glass, table are some three-dimensional objects. Books. If I show you books, you will understand. I made a drawing of books, three-dimensional. I kept the book in such a way that you feel that it is three-dimensional. Look at it. Length is there, breadth is there, depth is there, or width is there, length is there, depth is there. This kind of figures are three-dimensional figures. I think you are able to understand. But when it comes to what we say, this is another picture. I told you that was not simply a black paper and logo. It was having more than that. Edu video is written on the top, and what you were seeing only one side of it, and we felt it as a black paper and a logo pasted on that. Actually, it was not like that. It was on a box. Understood? Then that means this is also a concept of three dimension you can understand. In the depth, I have written educational video, Edu video over there. VTC, Virtual Training Center, written on the other side of the box. My attempt and the textbook is attempting to make you understand the concept of three-dimensional figures with the help of this kind of boxes. And you know it, only putting it into the record and on paper that what is a three-dimensional figure having length, breadth and depth, I would say, or length, breadth and height, I would say. All three dimensions are mentioned. The back side of it written, welcome students. So this is having 6 faces, bottom, top, 2 sides, front and back. This is the front which we had seen. So हमको लगा कि ये simply एक paper है, but actually it is having its own top. The logo went to the other side, VTC on the other side, welcome students on the back side. Like that it is arranged. Suppose that if I try to make you understand with the help of a toy elephant, it is not a real elephant. ऐसा elephant नहीं होता ना, toy elephant. This also can be having its own length, breadth and depth. Means a three-dimensional approach can be made. Look at it. Don't think about what is the size of the ear of, what is the size of the tongue of this particular elephant. ये सब हमारी बात नहीं है. We are trying to understand that concept of three-dimension. Concept of three-dimension. Length, breadth and depth, or length, width and height. Here is another figure. Suppose that if I am trying to draw this briefcase now, simply I will draw it like this. This is what is my appearance. In appearance it is like that. When it turns a little, I will have a very small side. इतना ही है अपना suitcase या briefcase. Again it has become big. So all depends upon how you look at it. Suppose that if it is kept like this, then I have to draw like this in 2 dimensions. In 3 dimensions, I have to draw like this. I think it is clear to you the concept. This is something visualization required. That's why I am saying. Now here it is from the textbook. Again an elephant. From the front, from one side, from above. This is something interesting. From the above, an elephant look like this, and we will fail to understand this is an elephant. ये देखिएगा तो लगता है एलिफेंट, ये भी एलिफेंट, ये कैसे एलिफेंट है? ऊपर से देख रहा हूँ, फ्रॉम अबव. The whole thing is making you feel that you need to have an eye on the other side, back side, top side, left side, right side, not only front side. This visualization is putting into practice here, and certain exercise related to such visualization given in your textbook. Understood? For example, here is a page from your textbook where blocks are given. Here there are 3 blocks are there. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks are there. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 can be seen, but we know that 1 is there below it. 5 boxes like that. Suppose that when the box will appear like this, when we look from front side, when it will appear like this, when we look from this one side, when again it will look from this side, either from back or front. So you are asked to apply your common sense, your visualization to answer, say whether each view is from front or from side or from above. This you have to write along with. आपको करना है. You have to think and write the answer. This is from the textbook, you will write in your notebook. Simple chapter, but having a lot of thinking process for the future. You will be studying different figures in mathematics, especially in geometry, and will be studying about its volume, its surface area, its various aspects and applications. That time nobody will ask you, do you know what is a 3-dimensional figure? Do you know what is visualization of 3-dimensional figure? That's why this chapter here. Go slow, understand. Another concept is nets. It is also coming again under visualization. The 2-dimensional shape from which a 3-dimensional object can be made by folding is called net of that object. नहीं समझा. We are having a 2-dimensional shape, having a length, breadth, we can say, and from which a 3-dimensional object can be made. तो इसको fold करके you can make a 3-dimensional object, not from everything. If I fold at these lines, it may convert into having an object having a circular fencing like. एक fencing बन जाएगा. Something like that. So a 2-dimensional shape from which a 3-dimensional object can be made by folding is called net of that object. Here is an example. If you have an arrangement like this, having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares, fold it in particular fashion, fold it from here. So once this is the back side, if suppose this side will be formed, this will be 1. Fold it from here, this will be the top. Fold it from here, that will be the bottom, that is number 4. Then you are having this side, the back side, and the side. I will repeat it once again. 1 will go here simply, no doubt. 2 will be at the top, 4 will be at the bottom, and one side is 3 is already there on the back, 5 on this side, 6 will come in front. Like that we can make cube. I have made an attempt to show you. मैं कुछ कोशिश की आपको दिखाने का next page में. See, this is that figure, almost like उतना perfect नहीं, where we named it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So fold from here, it will come on left side. Fold from the top, it will come on the top. Fold from the right, it will come on the 2 sides are formed. One more side is which will be covering completely in front. Chalo. Now only bottom is left. A cube is formed. You will attempt this at home. and what we saw at the beginning is the net of it. How it was? It was having 6 squares made in a very particular way. So we will draw it with the help of a pencil, and we will divide that into equal squares. Understood? Then one square will be extra over here. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. You will be having 2 squares on the right side, and you will fold it in such a way that first this one will be folded, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth. This will remain here as sixth forever. Don't touch that. It will be the back of it. You will practice it. You may think that is it comes on the exam, or am I going to get mark for this? No. These are all practice activity type where you will be using this in understanding something in higher classes. Something means something in mathematics. Here is another example from the textbook how to make a cuboid. These are rectangles. That one was a square. Rectangle. So this structure is called cuboid. Here we are having a speciality. Only 5 squares are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simply numbering it. We cannot make a cube out of it, but one side will be open. Only either this side or any side. One side will be open. When I made it, it can be made 5 squares. We call it as pentomino. Pentomino, hexamino, septomino. There are names. Penta means 5. Penta means 5. Tetra means 4. Tri means 3. It's a triangle का tri. Bi means 2. इसलिए bicycle का नाम bicycle हो गया. Because there are 2 cycles, 2 circles. Tricycle, which is used for small children. Triangle, 3 angles. Understood? Pentomino is a net having 5 square is called pentomino. This is a pentomino where I tried to make a box, but there was one side open, front side, the last side which I was supposed to close, remain open. From left I folded, from top both I folded together. Then I turned this to this side. Now only I can fold the bottom one. What will happen is finished. Open box is made. All these are visualization of something which can be useful tomorrow. According to me, this also, if I take a pen from here and a color from here, this also will appear blue here. In fact, this should be blue inner side now. This should be blue. I made it red, which is not right. Okay, I made it blue for you now. So my dear students, I am also taking it so simply and lightly because it is a very simple chapter, but having importance or application in higher classes in visualization of 3-dimensional object and the chapters like mensuration and all, you will make use of this. Understood? So please remember that these things are useful tomorrow. So an open box, you can put something from here into this, Only front side is open, not top, front side, because I folded like that. And there is something really like question in your textbook. The net of a cube shaped dice is given alongside. This is a net. If a dice is made in this net, which of the following shape will definitely not resemble? इसमें एक possible नहीं है. Because I am not going to give the answer. ये मत expect करो, or you will not ask anybody. You will try to imagine what you will imagine. Is it possible to form? This possible to form? Is this possible to form? Is this possible to form? Is this one of this is not possible? Which one is that? That is a question. So you should have the imagination of folding it. But before doing this riddle and activity, you should have done by taking time at your home, making boxes with the help of this kind of cube you can make at home using 6 squares in a particular fashion, or as it is given. You can practice it, then you go for solving the riddle. There are 2 ways. Once you will make it, secondly your imagination will be quick, because till now after hearing me you are in the imaginary world, not done anything. So I request my dear students, do something like this in your leisure time, practice it, and then try to answer the question. This is not a question, this is just like making you thorough with the concept. Okay, so that's all. This was a simple lesson of activities, making you ready for visualization in future. Okay, thank you. Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.